Today I'm going for a walk around a British DIY store, and you're coming with me so you can hear lots of natural English. Hi, I'm Steve. Let's do this. All across the UK, if people are doing work on their homes, repairs, decorating, or even gardening, many will come to one of these giant DIY stores. And of all the DIY stores, B&Q is the biggest. This one's on what's known as a retail park, which is situated just outside of the main town. The entrance is over here. Past the shopping trolleys, and in we go. Let's start by taking a look over here on the right. You can see this is the gardening equipment section. Some yellow rakes for clearing up leaves. This is all plant food. Oh, here's a wheelbarrow. You can see it costs £56. Down here are bulbs. After you plant them in soil, they'll become daffodils, tulips, and other sorts of flowers. Here are some shovels and spades. A shovel has little edges, and a spade doesn't. There's a British expression to call a spade, which means to speak honestly, describe something exactly as it is. You can tell by those strong Scouse accents that we're just outside of Liverpool. This part of the store is where you buy plants. I spend a fortune in here. When I say spend a fortune, I mean it costs me a lot of money. Another way to say this is, it costs me an arm and a leg. These are bags of compost. That's stuff that you add to the soil in your garden to make the plants grow really well. Past some roses. Before we head inside, let's have a look at these garden ornaments. They're not really my thing. When I say not my thing, I mean it's not my taste. I'm not really interested in them. Another British phrase you could use is, they're not my cup of tea. Let's pop back inside. Here you can see fire pits. You light small fires in these when you're out in the garden, and then you can stay outside on a chilly evening. Now the Christmas holidays are coming, and this part of the store is full of things to decorate your house and make it look festive. which means Christmassy. Some mini Santas, or to give him his full title, Santa Claus, under this nice arch. And here's some colourful tinsel. This is an artificial tree. It's made of plastic. Despite Christmas being on the 25th of December every year, I know lots of people who put their trees up as early as the end of October. You could say these people are jumping the gun. And that means to start something before the proper time. Me, I call them weirdos. Now out of the Christmas stuff. And on the right you can see lots of lawnmowers. The grass in people's gardens is called their lawn, and the action of cutting it is mowing. So these are called lawn mowers. But this is a leaf blower, and this will blow all the leaves in your garden into a pile, and that makes it easier to pick them up. These are called shears. They're used for cutting grass and hedges. Now these are for cutting down trees and branches, and in English they're called axes, although the smaller ones can also be called hatchets. Here are some things you might need inside your house. This is a dustpan and brush. Oops, a little tricky to get off the hook. Here we go. A dustpan and brush. And the cost? Just £2. Into the lighting department. All these that you can see above me are called ceiling lights because they hang down from the ceiling. Ceiling lights. I have no idea what one of those is called, but I do know I want to ride on one. Here is a display of different types of light bulb. These are light shades, and the smaller ones are called lamp shades. Even more lights. You could say there is a good selection here. Here are some net curtains. Different kinds of wallpaper. These are called samples, so you might ask to see some wallpaper samples if you were decorating your home. Here are the actual rolls of wallpaper. It takes quite a few of these to cover all the walls in a room. Oh, that's awful. Would you put this up in your house? Just roll it back up. When something's really ugly or in bad taste like that, you could say it's a bit naff. Naff's a lovely British word. It means unfashionable or tacky. If you're struggling to understand all of the vocabulary I'm using, then don't worry, I've sent you a full guide. so check your inbox. And if you're new here, just click the link in the description to get your totally free copy as a gift from me. This store is so big it doesn't only sell tools, it also sells furniture, like this chest of drawers. A nice chair and footstool, as well as wardrobes to hang your clothes in. This store is enormous. In English, instead of saying enormous, you could say it's massive, or this store is huge. Or if you want to sound really British, you would say it's absolutely ginormous. That's like a combination of giant and enormous. It's ginormous. Next, some things for the kitchen, and these are cooker hoods. They have fans in them to take all the smells of cooking away. Here's a good selection of kitchen sinks. And down here are a variety of taps. Variety means a good mix of different types. You can see from this display how your kitchen would look if you bought all the separate items. Let's walk up here. The correct English word for this type of shelving is racking. So all of the items for sale here are displayed on racking. Here are some waste bins, each with a little pedal to open the lid. We're right at the back of the store now. Here's a nice selection of toilet seats. In the UK, a toilet's often called a loo, so these would be loo seats as well. Here's a small bath, because not everyone has a huge bathroom. This one's for people who are unable to get into the bath easily, and so has a little door on the side. I guess you have to get in when it's empty, and then sit there while it fills up. This one's for fitting into the corner of your bathroom. Along this row of toilets, or loos, this type has a flush on the top. And like we saw before with the kitchen, here's a display that shows what your bathroom could look like if you bought all the bits and pieces for it here. This is a nice cabinet. Because it's for the bathroom, we'd call it a bathroom cabinet. If it was, say, in the kitchen, it would be a kitchen cabinet. It's easy, really. Of course, a lot of people prepare to have a shower, not a bath. And this store has a good selection of shower cubicles. This aisle is full of wood, and this can also be called timber or lumber. This side of the store is what's called the builder's yard, which is full of stuff that would be used by professional constructors who are perhaps building a whole house. But that's definitely not us. So let's take a quick look down here. I want to find the power tools. Let's ask. Excuse me, mate. Could you point me in the right direction for the power tools, please?
Just keep going down, aisle 17, 18, 19.
Thanks for your trouble. Notice I used excuse me and not excuse me, because excuse me without the X, well, it just sounds friendlier. Now he said aisles 17, 18, 19, which I think should be down here. Oops, turned too early. Now I'm in a display of vacuum cleaners. In this aisle, you can also buy numbers to stick on your front door to let the postman know where to deliver your letters. Now this is interesting. Padlock to make sure someone doesn't steal your stuff. This one looks stronger, so we'd call it heavy duty. It also doesn't have a key, so you have to put the correct numbers in to open it. This is called a combination lock. So altogether, it's a heavy duty combination padlock. These are bike locks, and again they look heavy duty. I think if you put this on your bike, no one would be able to pinch it. It also has a combination. I just used the word pinch there, which is a British slang word meaning to steal. Other ones I could have used are nick or swipe. These fires are deceiving. They're actually powered by electricity, but they've been designed to look like real fires. I don't really think they fool anyone. Now I've forgotten where that man said the power tools were. Here is the security lady, making sure I'm not up to no good, which is an English expression meaning to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. Another way of saying this is to make sure I'm keeping my nose clean. Well, she seems happy I am keeping my nose clean, so let's carry on, try and find these power tools. Some hooks to hang your coat on. This is looking promising because these are hand tools, in fact saws, so power tools must be nearby. Here's some screws. Aha! Power tools. Different types of electric saws. So I'm after a new drill. No, too small. I think I might buy one online. It's probably cheaper. When you get a few things sold together in a pack, it's called a set. So this is a set of pliers. This is a tape measure for letting you know how long something is. And because it rolls itself up after you've used it, it's called a retractable tape measure. Some more pliers here being sold individually. This is a hammer and this is a mallet. You can see the difference. Past some wall tiles. In the UK, these are mainly fitted on bathroom and kitchen walls. It'd be a little bit unusual to find this kind of ceramic tile used on floors in Great Britain. But I think they're pretty common in warmer countries. Do you have them on your floors? This aisle is where you'd buy paint. Lots of different types for indoor and outdoor use. As well as just about every colour you can think of. Do you remember the set of pliers from earlier? And here is a set of paint rollers. I pretty much always use a roller if I'm painting a wall. I find it so much quicker. Here's a display of indoor plants, but I'm not very good at keeping these alive.
Gosh, these are lovely, aren't they?
The what?
These are lovely, but you know what? Last 2 weeks in my house. I kill them all. I'd have to employ you to come round and look after them for me.
Oh.
I'd love it.
You don't feed them with tap water, do you?
Yeah?
That's why.
What do you use?
Rainwater?
No.
It's got no chlorine or fluoride in it, has it?
Is that where I'm going wrong?
Yeah.
I get plastic ones because they all die.
Ever use tap water? And do you eat bananas?
Sorry?
Do you eat bananas?
Yeah.
You know the skin?
Yeah.
Put a boiling hot, like water over it, leave it a day. All that potassium straight on it, a natural food. What I do on mine, I plant some massive around.
I always thought that I overwatered them or underwatered them.
You can do that. Never water them from the top.
Right.
And if you can put your finger down and there's still moisture, you don't need to water it. So what I do, I use, like the wooden kebab sticks.
Yeah.
I put one of them in and I pull it out, and if it's still wet, it's fine.
You're a genius. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
That's where I'm going wrong. I use tap water. And I should add bananas. I think I'll stick to plastic ones. Past the checkouts where people are paying. Oh, this is very nice. A hot tub.
If you enjoyed that video, you're going to love this one. Give it a click and I'll see you there.